Yo, what's good, guys? You're listening to another episode of Redefined Gospel Sounds with myself, Success. Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys have had a blessed week. All them things there. Today, I'm excited. I already know it's going to be a good conversation. We've been chatting a bit off air, and fam, that one can be a separate episode in itself, but we've got none other than Mr. Kayless in the building today.
Yo. What are you guys telling me? What are you telling me?
How are you? What are you saying? You good?
Yeah, you know what? I can't lie. I'm a bit calloused. I'll be real. I'll be real, man. Man's tired.
Obviously, we've got audios and we've got visuals as well. So luckily, the man on the audios they won't see, but you know the man on the visuals they have the pleasure of maybe catching. But it's okay. You're fine. You're good. You're right. Firstly, I wanted to start this off with a game. It's been brought to my attention, or it has been brought to my attention for a while. You tweeted that you have not lost in rock paper scissors in over 4 years.
Yeah.
Naturally, you know we have to put that onto the test on the RGS podcast. So we're gonna do that. I don't know if you want it to be best of 3 or just a straight one. I think it's probably better if we just. I don't know.
It's up to you. You're the guy that's challenging.
That's fine. We'll do a straight one. It's fine. We'll do a straight one. Camera's there, so there's no gazy stuff. If you're listening, I'm sorry. Maybe hop onto YouTube for this one if you want to catch it. Yeah. So we're gonna go. The. Do you want to do 4 or 3? So do you want to go rock paper scissors shoot or how do you normally do it? Okay,
3.
Calm. So we'll do 3. All right, cool. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. Let's go. Alright. Calm. Rock, paper, scissors.
Damn, I got beaten. It's crazy.
Hey.
It's crazy.
Hey.
It's crazy.
Come and chat to me after the episode. For those of you that
listen, make sure that you tell them about the last time I was here. Yeah. Yeah, because man got wiped on that best of 3. Stop the count. It's all right.
For those of you that are listening, I was scissors, he was paper. But it's cool. I'm sure his record is still very, very strong. So don't let that take it away from him. But away from the games and the papers and the scissors and the rocks, what are you getting up to right now? What's happening?
Hey, listen. I've been focusing on the bag, mate. I'll be real.
People don't like to say that, you know.
They don't.
I'm just.
Yeah, I can't lie. You know, you was probably expecting like a very like generic Christian answer, innit? Like I've just been spending time with God.
Yeah, I'm being pruned.
Yeah, nah, I can't lie, man. I've been spending time with God, but I've definitely been focusing on the bag. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, the economy's tight. Music ain't cheap.
Yeah.
Gotta get the bread from somewhere. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, man's just been out here working, training myself.
Yeah.
On music, making sure that I'm still sharp. And yeah, man, I can't lie, I've been enjoying life though. You get like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, hey, listen, I've been getting into gaming more, all of that stuff, man. I've just been living.
It's proper. When you don't, we'll get onto that very, very soon in terms of the music. When you don't need music, what do you do?
Say nothing. When I don't do music, I mean, I go out, you know, so I go out with my friends, or like I play games with my friends, and it's like we link up on PlayStation, you know, Pro Clubs, GTA. We've been playing a couple of racing games like F1 recently and all of that stuff. Head to my Twitter for the clips in it. Like, guys can't race me, that's what I'm saying. But like, yeah, like aside from that, like, you know, there's obviously, you know, like the standard spending time with God, but really, I can't lie, like I've just been living life. I've been allowing myself to enjoy things. I'd been working for the majority of 2021, left my job at the end of 2021, didn't get a new one until February. And that time, I can't lie, guys who say that they don't want to work, I'm telling you, just get a job that you enjoy. Not working is not what it's cracked up to be. That's all I'm saying, isn't it? But like, in that time, I just enjoyed life. Like I was doing things that I had never done before, like having new experiences that I never had before. I found a lot of time for myself. Like usually, especially when you work a full-time job, like, gee, I can't lie, you'll finish the shift. If you're not working from home, you're doing that trek home. When you get home, you barely even have time for anything. You know what? You make grub, relax, fall asleep on the sofa or something. So like having all of those days to myself, it allowed me to relax first of all, but then I was finding out more about myself. Like, okay, like I like this, I like that. Even gave me time to like take in more music. Like I started going back in time. So for like the past 2 weeks, especially recently, I haven't really been playing any like new songs. Like it's crazy. I've been going back. I've been listening to bare Whitney Houston, bro. Trust me.
Fairs.
Trust me. I got lungs in it. Just know, bro. The whole house be hearing me in it.
Fairs.
Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, like what Whitney Houston, Luther Vandross, D'Angelo. Obviously, I was listening to Lauryn Hill beforehand, but you know, explored even more. Yeah, like I'll be real. I just used that time to simply broaden my intake. Because now I'll be real. I don't even know if I want to make another rap song. Like it's crazy. Do you get what I'm saying?
What we're hearing? Are we gonna hear what love song from you next thing?
Love song. Hey, listen. Couple man on the love song vibe, innit? Yeah, but that's not me yet. Still, but yeah. Like aside from that, definitely just been writing short songs. So I'll write like 8 lines or so and leave it there, and just working out how to get myself into what I call my sweet spot. Because sometimes there'll be a time, like for example, I had a studio session with Tides in November, and like the producers literally like just made the beat, like it was fresh, and Diesel wanted us to write something and record it straight away, like the last half an hour, and I was like, yeah, I can't lie, that's a bit of a tall order. But there's sometimes this thing that happens that when I hear a beat, I hit a sweet spot and like you'll get like 3 verses out of me. So me and Ty's like literally here's what happened, yeah. You guys are getting like the lowdown on this track. So cool. They're like, alright, cool, no, write something and just like spit it. Like it doesn't even matter if it's good or not. Like just write something, like get ideas down. I was like, cool. So I'm writing, I hit the sweet spot, I write a verse, I'm like, cool, yeah, cool. Let me go lay this in. So it became it felt like a tennis match between me and Tides, because I wouldn't say that we were intentionally like trying to outdo each other, but the energies in the room, like we were bouncing off of each other so well. So like I must have went and recorded my verse. When I stopped, everyone was like, Ty's is like, alright, cool, now I'm ready. He goes in, he does his verse, and I'm sitting there like, raw. Like, nah, man. Like, he's dropping verses like that. Say nah, let me raise my level, innit? Like let me raise my level. And then cool, I'd go in, raise the bar. I come out, Tides goes in, raises the bar. So it's like, it was really nice. Like, because obviously I can't lie, I don't really collaborate a lot with people.
Why is that, by the way?
I can't lie. Cool. Sometimes I have really bad management in it, in terms of managing my time and also getting around to doing things. So I kind of like tell people no, because I don't want to say yes to you and then you're waiting for time for a verse. There's no point. Do you get what I'm saying? This peak. However, I do have my moments or like my periods of time or my seasons or whatever where I'm really focused, so I can take it on and I can get the verse to you. So yeah, like, but with Tides I was like, nah, like definitely need to make a song with Tides. Like, don't get twisted, there was a song that Tides had on Spotify that he took off. I know about that song. Trust me, he doesn't want me to rap that song back to him, but I know that song, innit? So I've known about Tides since like 2018, innit? And I was like, yeah, no, like definitely need to make a track with him one day. So in 2020 we did receive a beat, we did write to it, we didn't record it, it didn't get recorded, and then we came up with this, and I can't lie, this is definitely better than that. But like, yeah, this song is crazy. Like, yeah, man.
See, we went to the music, so we will stay on the music. For those that don't know you, that aren't familiar with you, if you were to just like write a bio of like K Lewis is a this, what would you give them?
Okay, hey, that's a very good one, you know. All right. I'll try. K Lewis is a rapper / songwriter who talks about wherever he wants from a kingdom perspective. I think that's like the best way. I'm not a Christian rapper before people start saying that. That's no.
Why?
Because how do I say it? There's a very like generic definition for that.
Because people will hear what you said and they say, "Oh, but he's a kingdom perspective." So where's the
difference? Yeah. How do I say it? Like, right. No. Let me not say Christian rapper. I'm not a gospel rapper.
Okay.
There we go. Because in like with gospel rappers, their thing is very Jesus focused. Not to say that I'm not Jesus focused, because clearly my perspective is coming from the kingdom.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? However, I'm not preaching the gospel in songs. I'm not making songs that relate like to the body of Christ and its functions, etc., etc. I'm talking about real life topics.
Yeah.
It's just that it's from the lens of Jesus. That's it. It's how he sees them. There's a lot of like rationale that goes on. Like I'll give an example. Cool. There's one song that I have that is not going to come out yet, where I tackle a lot of things in my childhood. One of them was divorce.
Yeah.
And I go like, in the song you hear me start to process and rationalize, and like there's a lot of things that lead to divorce. I wouldn't personally blame God for divorce. Yeah, like that's the conclusion that I come to by the end of the song. And like just things like that, what divorce, flipping friends like getting stabbed, or like people getting stabbed, or even like crime in general, things regarding faith, yeah, that too. And then even just like social political issues as well. I don't see a lot of gospel rappers doing that. I see some Christian rappers doing that. I don't see gospel rappers doing that. So that's where my personal like distinction comes in.
Why do you think that is? Like, why do you think gospel rappers don't necessarily?
Because right.
Do you feel like it's a fear issue, or do you feel like it's not? They feel like it's not compact. Like, what do you think that is?
Hey, listen, I'm gonna get cooked with this one, boy. I think it's a theology issue. I'll be real. A lot of people have this thing where if you're not rapping about God explicitly, then you're not doing what God has called you to do. And I can't lie, I don't agree.
Yeah,
I heavily don't agree. I'll be real. You can make whatever music you want. You can say whatever you want on the song. No one's gonna stop you. Like personally, I know for a fact God isn't angry at me for what I talk about in my songs. There's a very clear perspective that I have when I'm talking about what I'm talking about in my songs. I'm not like, because I can't lie, like, cool, when I made the jump from secular to gospel, I used to be like that, like rap about Jesus, you know, church, spend bare time in my prayer closet. Yeah, like I used to really, really rap like that, you know. And then one day, like, it just switched, and I felt bad for the switch. And God kind of coached me through that. Like, I'll be real, like, you can really do what you like want with the songs, with your songwriting. Obviously, mine is like guided. I can't lie, the topic comes to mind. Clearly, God has something that he wants to say about it. I write it down, and then I put a bit of me in it. So that way, you know, it's a bit, I wouldn't say it's a bit personal, but it sounds like me. Like, yeah, personally, like, I think it's a theology thing. I think that a lot of people would feel like God isn't happy with them if they're not explicitly talking about the gospel. And also, some platforms do, I wouldn't say they make it a requirement, but they prefer overtness rather than covertness. Unfortunately, I'm a bit covert, so do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, yeah, it's just one of those techie things. Like, theology wise, it just depends on your theology, innit?
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's food for thought. Before, you kind of touched on in terms of speaking on real life topics. So I'll pivot to a song that, because you were speaking about a song that you haven't released, which hopefully I'll be out soon. But I'll speak about one that you have, which is Samaritans.
Yeah.
And obviously that was you being very transparent with your feelings, especially in terms of like mental health and things that you were going through. So how did that come about, and what was the process, and how did you feel by the end of it? Okay.
Hey, listen, the backstory to that song is dark, I'll be real. So in 2020, I'm just gonna say it very blunt, trigger warning by the way for people who are listening. In 2020, I did try to kill myself, and I actually almost succeeded. And there was a song that I was playing. It's by some rapper called NF. It's called Breathe. And I liked the way how the song sounded, and I remember I sent it to Vivace and MFS, and I said, can't lie, I got a lot of stuff that I want to get off my chest, so this is a reference. Whatever you guys come up with is whatever you guys come up with. But I'm gonna be stuck in this place, like in this hospital, for like a couple of days. I need something to do. Like, I need something to write. So I can't lie, they got the beat to me within a couple hours, and I just started writing. And like, my thought process was, okay, I haven't exactly come out of the other end of this period of life. However, there is one thing that there's multiple things, but like, there's one main thing that I learned from this, is that, like, it really, how do I say it? It affects more than just you when you try to do that. I remember when, like, I was passing out in my living room, and obviously, like, my brother was trying to keep me awake, and I could hear him, like, sniffling, so I knew he was crying, and I felt ashamed. Like, I felt shame in it. I felt like, oh no, like, I've made them upset, etc., etc. And obviously, I don't say that to say to people who are suicidal that, oh, like, you're gonna make your family upset. It's a very natural response to something like that. But like, as I was in hospital, like, even the pain that I was in, I said, on my life, I'd rather talk than go through this pain. I can't lie. I thought that keeping stuff in was painful. Listen, that was crazy. That entire, like, those couple of days in the hospital, the first, like, 2 was very intense. Like, I'll be real, definitely put my body through it. My body definitely communicated to me, don't ever do that again. Like, don't do that again to me. Don't do that again. So as I was writing the song, I was explaining my thought processes at the time. I think at one point in the song, where was the line? Cool, I know how much this means to you when you say you want to get better, but there are times where your thoughts are beating you. Like, boy, I spent like 2019, 2020, like, trying to tell myself, yeah, no, like, we're going to be a better person now, like, you know, things are going to get better, etc., etc. And in my mind, when I'm saying this, my thoughts are like, yeah, right. So it kind of just negates it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and then I think in the next line I said, just know you're not alone. Please know that I believe in you. Something like that. Because sometimes, like, it's kind of hard, because it's like, sometimes people do say some stuff that just make you feel like it's not going to get better. I think I remember one time I must have said, like, out loud to myself, like, no, like I'm gonna get better, like, I'm gonna be a better person, etc. And the person was like, yeah, right. And I said, rah, okay. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like stuff like that. Like, a lot of people do experience that. Like, you do sometimes, unfortunately, get the insensitive friends. I haven't had that, but I've heard people who have had that, where the insensitive friends are like, oh, you're always upset, always depressed, just be happy, it's not that deep, etc., etc. And like, the one thing I was really trying to validate in the song is that, no, like, the way how you're feeling, it is that deep. They like being depressed, like, that's an alarming thing. It's a very alarming thing. Like, depression is very selfish, so it takes a lot from you, doesn't give anything to you. So yeah, like, just highlighting stuff like that in the song, like, even just to even make the song relate to Christians. There was a line where I said, late nights talking to God, you know this kills, right? The whole, you know this kills, right? When I'm writing it, that was in quotation marks. That was because I really did say to God, I can't lie, like, being like this, it's not fun, it hurts, don't want to be here anymore, is what it is. So, like, even stuff like that, like, a lot of people do say that. They'll never say that they say that. Or should I say, they haven't been given the opportunity to admit that they say that, but it gets said. So I was tackling a lot in that song. I was raising a lot of awareness on that song, and I remember going to the studio and I recorded that. Hey, listen, I had K-Marie, my friend Naya, Vivace and MFS in that studio. K-Marie and Naya, that was their first time being in the studio with me, and I'm recording a song like that. So I'm overthinking as I'm recording. I'm getting frustrated because it's not going right, etc. Like, obviously there's a part that they cut out the song. It's right at the start of the song where they hit record, and I was like, it's not banging, and you could hear me kissing my teeth. Like, I was getting frustrated, but I think that actually helped with the recording of the song. I think the frustration worked. I can't lie, I think it worked for the better. But yeah, like, that's one of the many things that I talk about when I'm trying to raise awareness from a kingdom perspective, because the truth is, God doesn't want anybody to kill themselves. God very much wants you to be alive. God very much wants you to be alive and be in a relationship with him, etc., etc. He doesn't want to see you like that. And I'll be real. I'll say this for the listeners. Go and get counselling. I can't lie. It's about to get. Listen. Your pastor might want to grill me. Here's what it is, isn't it? But no amount of going up to the altar, praying for the pressure to get ripped off your life, and you're not going to counselling, it's not going to help. Like, counselling, how do I say it? Cool. I spent about a year and a bit in counselling, maybe even close to 2. And what counselling taught me was, one, that it's okay to talk, but it actually taught me to talk. I wasn't talking before. By the end of counselling, if something's upsetting me, I would tell my friend, I can't lie, I'm upset by this. If someone's upset me, I found the courage to go and tell the person, I can't lie, you upset me like by doing this. The two work together. Spiritual and physical work together. You know what I'm saying? For some people, they go up to the altar and they get prayed for and it's gone. Yeah. Fairs. I can't lie. Do you know what I'm saying? Fairs. That's a miracle. I can't lie. There are some people, they go up to the altar, gets prayed for, they get prayed for, lasts for about a day or 2, and you're back like that.
Yeah.
Go counselling. Put the two in conjunction with each other. They were made to work for each other. Like God made counselling services for a reason. Do you get what I'm saying? He cares about your mind. Yeah. So I can't lie. Get counselling. I can't lie. Like, people are like, oh, like I don't know. People that they achieve it on, it's like, oh, like, it's the best thing that I've ever done in my life. Like, I can't lie. I don't think anything that I do is going to top the fact that I went and got counselling. I'll be 100% honest. I could perform at Glastonbury. In my emotion, I'll be like, yeah, this is the best night of my life. Yeah. But when I actually look back at it, counselling was the best thing I did. I'll be real. It's actually the best thing that I did. I became a better person for it. I became happier for it. Like, even when I'm sad, I can actually say that I'm sad and that it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to express that you're sad. Like, I learned how to identify people who weren't really being supportive in a way that I would need them to be when I'm sad. So cool. Sometimes when I'm sad, like, I don't need the person to fix the problem. I just need you to listen. Yeah. That's it. Because once, like, I say it, it's like, I'm cool. Like, I start to calm down. But like, I remember one time, I think I was upset. My friend was, and like, one of my ex-friends was like, like, to be honest, like, don't even focus on that. Like, just put it to the back of your mind. I said, I don't think so, buddy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think so. So yeah, like, Samaritans is really about telling or raising awareness for people and just telling them, like, if you feel this way, it is okay. Do not be ashamed. But the song is called Samaritans for a reason. Yeah. Call someone. Talk to someone. And I know it's not easy. Trust me. But I'm telling you, the more you talk, your life is better off for it. Find your safe space, people. Find the people that you're safe with and talk to them.
I wanted to make time for this. Obviously, I thought it was really, really important. Recently, we've had Jamal Edwards, obviously, like, go in the scene, passing on. I know that he was a mentor to you, to many others, but obviously for you individually. I just wanted to ask you, I guess, in terms of like your memories of him, with him, and the impact that he's had with you, because I know, you know, you posted on your social just in terms of that kind of impact. So if you wanted to speak on that, that'd be great.
Yeah, so I met Jamal in 2018. It was through a mentoring program called Creative Mentor Network. I remember when, like, I got told, cool, that I was paired up with him, yeah. I was so gassed, I can't lie. I can't lie. Like, I remember like messaging my brothers, I messaged with Archie, like MFS, everyone. I was like, alright, fam, like, you're never gonna guess what just happened. I remember, like, the one thing about Jamal, like, he has a very infectious smile in it. So when I first met him, like, you're smiling, like, and I was like, I don't know, like, he was just a very, like, nice guy. He had good energy about him. But the one thing that he always was is, like, he was always honest. He was always focused, and he always chose to, like, see the positive in stuff. Like, obviously, cool, I came from a music college. I didn't have any mentors industry wise until I met Jamal. So when you have someone that's at like that level, like
as your entry, that's
bro, like
entry. Yeah.
And like I like cool. He told me to show him some of my music, and like I remember playing it to him, and he's like, "Yeah, no, like what? This is hard." So like, what's the plan for this? I didn't even have a plan for the song.
Yeah.
And then he's like to me, "How are you making a song with no plan for the song?" That was basically lesson number one for me. Like, right, like okay, cool. If I'm making a song, like, and I'm like, and I finished it, like, cool. I need to plan it, like, and he taught me a lot. Like, as soon as he asked me what the plan was and I didn't have one, he said, cool, in this session we're going to come up with a plan. So like the video, the artwork, everything that it needs, we're going to sort it out right now. Literally put me into contact with a cameraman, literally got the artwork done, everything. We actually done a couple releases together still under his music label, Just Jam. So like there was that, him helping me out musically, but I can't lie, I think there was probably one day where we were supposed to have a mentoring session and like something had happened beforehand and like it upset me in it. And the way how like he dealt with it, like, or like that, and like the advice that he gave me, it was like very emotional advice, isn't it? So it's like, yeah, again, like I don't know, it just felt like I didn't have a mentor. It felt like I had a bit of a big brother at the time. Then obviously like cool, we fell out of contact for a bit, like regular contact I should say, but like yeah, like we still check up on each other and all of that. I think the last message that I got from him was him checking up on me. I replied and then he sent a voice note, but like it was mad windy. So I could barely hear what he was saying, and I was like, yeah, like bro, like you used to repeat that still and all of that. But yeah, like we would still check in on each other and all of that. Like I must say he was an amazing pool player, because he smacked me at pool, man. I can't lie. We even put a bet on it. I owed him a drink and I never got to give him that drink either. But like he was an amazing guy. And like even in terms of like what he did for everyone else, like the one thing I can say, I've not come across many people in my life who can see potential in people and draw it out. I said he knew exactly what to do to draw it out, and if he didn't know, he'd find a way very quickly to draw the potential out. One of the things that he always taught me is like every opportunity is a shot. How you handle it determines how you miss it or not. That's it. Like, so far as I'm concerned, I never wanted to miss any opportunity that I got. I always wanted to hit the bullseye. I wanted to hit it, hit the ground running on it. But he also taught me that sometimes, even if you don't hit the ground running, like it's okay.
Yeah.
Just get yourself back up. And most importantly, believe in yourself. Like at the time, and especially in the duration that like I knew him for and that we interacted for and that we spoke for, in that part of his life and in mine, like I had a lot of self-belief issues, and he motivated me to believe in myself. There was times I wanted to quit music and I was telling him like I don't want to do this no more, like etc. And I wouldn't say he would talk me back into it, but it's like he'd just start talking to me about like believing in myself. Don't wait for everyone else to start buying into your team. Just believe in yourself and continue to do that, because if you believe in yourself, like you're good, you're gonna get there, trust me. And I can't lie, that was probably the best advice I ever got, because the self-esteem music wise, he had a very, very huge part to play in that. So when I'm hearing that man's died and that, like some guy must have put it up on his Insta, and obviously it made its way to Twitter, obviously without his mum's consent, kind of took the opportunity away from her still. Like I saw it and I scrolled past. Someone sent it into the group chat and I scrolled past because I was at work, but I didn't really deep what was actually said. And when I went back and I looked at the post, I said, wait, what? So I'm like, nah, like this can't be true. And then when more people started like confirming it, that was so peak. That was I didn't even want to finish my shift. I had half an hour left on my shift and I wanted to go home. Like that was crazy, because I never see that coming at all. You wouldn't, like, do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And like it was so sudden as well. So yeah, like mentally that got to me still. It definitely got to everybody as well, and all of that, you know, sending love and prayers to his mum and his family as well. Of course. Yeah, like definitely got to everyone, because Jamal was that guy. Jamal impacted everyone. Like
something that I heard, something that I've been hearing consistently is that like there's literally like people he would do something for them, or he would do stuff for them. And I think especially where you are in terms of like in the music industry and stuff like that, like there's always what's in it for XYZ, but he would like pay things forward, and like people would be wondering like, why is he just doing this off his own back? Like, are you weird or something? But like he'll continue to do it.
One thing I can tell you is that Jamal never wanted anything in return. It is crazy. It is so crazy. He never wanted a single thing in return. I remember I think we were at Soho House, yeah, and like obviously he bought us food. I was like, yeah, no, like let me know like how much my half is. And he was looking at me like, are you fried? Like like bro, it's free food. Like just take the food.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, but like no, I can't do that. He's like, well, I'm not gonna give you my details, so it is what it is, isn't it? Like even just that, like even musically, guy was just dropping gems. He didn't want anything in return. Like that is crazy. So obviously when he died, I wouldn't say I wasn't doing it before, but like if there's just one way to keep a guy's legacy moving on, is simply to embody his ideals, innit? Jamal, he just gave. He was a giver.
Facts.
I can't recall a time where he was a taker. So far as I'm concerned, if there's one important thing that I learned from him, is that it's not actually bad to be a giver. Society always makes it like as if you have to get something back. Jamal really, really went against that. Like, just be a giver. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's definitely something that we can take forward, whether we're music or not. Just about paying it forward, just about being selfless, doing what we need to. I want to kind of pivot on a separate note in terms of your 2021, the things you got up to last year. That was the most, like, and of course, this journey is not linear, but it's kind of the most work that you've put out as, or most work that you've done in a year as an artist today in terms of the things that you've released. How did you feel about the year? How do you feel like it shaped your style as in terms of becoming the artist that you want to be?
2021 was a tester for me, I'll be real. I was testing a lot of stuff. I was testing marketing plans, I was testing sounds, I was testing writing styles, and I achieved what I wanted to achieve in 2021, because what I'm going to be releasing this year is the results of those tests. So what I've learned from them, how to polish the sound as well, all of that. Like, obviously, I've done 3 releases. I think I might double that this year. So this is gonna be it's gonna come hard and fast, I can't lie. But
Amen.
Yeah, like at first what I kind of clocked was, okay, Christians don't really like socially political stuff with covert Christianity. It's kind of crazy. Then like I was like, all right, let me push the boat out even further, because obviously, like, I wouldn't say it created a negative trend in data, but looking at the data was kind of fun, because now if I take Our God out the picture, I'm seeing how these tracks are doing. Because Our God, I class that as the anomaly, innit? Vivace hates when I say that, but there's too many factors into what made that song do so well. I can't pinpoint it, so I just have to look at everything else, like all the other songs. So when I'm seeing, okay, cool, they don't really like this one too well, so then okay, no, I lied, I dropped 4 tracks. Wow. Cool. Then I dropped Be on the Map. That was way further out than Dump It. So that one there, I'm literally just social commentary. I'm literally telling the story. Cool. I said, all right. And then I was like, all right, let me rein it back in a bit with Samaritans. So I was watching it. Yeah. And I'll be real, them man weren't really rocking with it too tough. But we move, innit? The game's the game. The data's still the data. Like, if you know me, you know I like Formula 1, innit? Mercedes this year, their car. But data is still data. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, cool. I looked at the data again. I was like, all right, cool. Now I'm going to drop Remedy, and I'm going to see how this one does. Remedy has gained over 10k streams altogether. And in comparison to the others, it done just a bit better. So then I was like, all right, cool. When I'm really looking at it objectively, because like looking at it when the tracks are fresh out is good and bad. So then I looked at it when it was fresh out. I remembered, I made notes on it, and then I looked at it like very recently, even like the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The tracks have all 4 of those tracks, except from Samaritans and Be on the Map, so Dump It and Remedy, they're on the exact same, like, not the exact same amount of streams, but it's like they're leveling with each other. So in the grand scheme of things, it worked. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Samaritans, like, I learned marketing wise, okay, and with Be on the Map, okay, I need to get a bit more intense with how I market the songs. So this year we're going to be looking at how to do that, and it's very shaky, yeah, testing like different plans on releases. But the truth is, I can just remarket the song. It's not like, do you get what I'm saying? I can just rerun another plan. So, like, yeah, like, I believe that I achieved what I needed to achieve, and all of that. Like, I genuinely stopped caring with streams. I think in one song, so the intro of the project, like, I literally say, I found comfort in making something that doesn't appeal to the masses. So I can't lie, the project don't appeal to you, do you get what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. So yeah, like, it was definitely a year of learning, and then I just stopped releasing altogether after Remedy. So when we go to drop this track, it might be almost a year, it might be over a year. We're gonna see how the wind blows. And in that time, I was obviously, writing, living life, surrounded myself with different people, like, spiritually. So I've grown a lot. My perspective on a lot of stuff has also shifted, and it reflects in the writing, and musically I've gotten broader. But you'll see the broadness next year. You're not going to see in the project like that. You're definitely going to see me dip away from, like, grime and draw in the project, but next year you're going to see the broadness. Yeah, like, and then I wouldn't say I found my tribe or, like, my group of artists. Instead, I just created it. Like, I'll be real. Like, rather than me trying to fit in with everybody else in the scene, I just, like, I just made my own group of people, innit? You know what? I have my producers. I have other producers that I know that, like, aren't Christian, etc. Yeah. I have artists that I know that aren't Christian, that are Christian. I found my clique. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I think that was probably the best thing, because sometimes, like I'm a bit of an antisocial guy, innit? So, like, not to say that there has to be a reason as to why we're talking and as to why we're friends, but if I'm being 100% honest, if we don't really talk like that, then it is what it is. Yeah. With these people, like, I see these people, like, every week or so, or every 2 weeks. Like, these are, like, my guys. So, like, finding that, it's helped me musically a lot, because I'm, like, way more confident in what I do. And it's not because, you know, I have a bunch of, like, yes men in the background or something like that. No. These people are very honest. But I found my place. And it's so much more easier when you found your place, because you're a lot more comfortable. You know, you don't really have to try and be like everybody else. I just found comfort in making what I want to make, and that's it. So, like, yeah, 2021, it was a year of learning. It was definitely a year of growth as well. I think not releasing definitely was the right call. I can't lie.
I know that we're definitely gonna see the fruits of those tests this year. Yeah. We're all looking forward to it. To stay on your 2021 episode briefly, one of the tracks, Dump It, that was 2021. It's a play on words on that song, because I got another game. I do like my games on this pod, as we all know. It's called Dig It or Dump It. So I'ma list a couple things. They are either Christian based or not Christian based, but I just want to find your take on them. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. We're gonna get to the realness. Yeah, you don't know about them. I've not told you, so you're gonna just be shooting from the hip, basically. The first one is pineapple on pizza. Do you dig it? So dig it is that you like it. Dump it is no. So dig it or dump it.
Dump it. I do. Oh, if you put, hey, listen. Let me just quickly say something. If you put pineapple on pizza, stay away from me. Hey. Don't talk to me. Don't DM me. Don't call my phone. Delete my number. Block me if you have to. That is a war crime. That's criminal. That is actually criminal. That's deep. It. Pineapples are juicy, innit? Yeah. That's hot juice on your pizza. Do you know? Like, are you deep in how crazy that? Nah. You can't, nah, and you can't be around me and do them things. I'll be real. That's nuts.
You've heard it from my man. All right. Next one, gospel drill. Dig it or dump it.
Oh my God. There's no in between.
There's no
in between. I don't know. Cause you know, like, I'm cool with these guys. They're actually good people as well. The music, I'll be real, like, the music slaps. Can I give a reason for my dump it?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything. It
has a reason.
It requires nuance.
Okay. Dump it. Yeah, okay. Theology wise, I'm a dump it.
Okay.
Sound wise, I'm a dig it, but theology wise, I'm a dump it.
Okay.
I sit in a different space in terms of theology. So a lot of what they're talking about, I cannot relate to. There's a couple raps about trying to be holy, etc. I sit on a field where Christ has already made me holy. 1 Peter 1:16 and 15, something like that. He who has called you holy, he's called you holy, so be holy. Big emphasis on he has called you holy. So that's who God says that you are. You ain't really got to try to be who you are. You just be who you are. Do you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. It's kind of tough to digest that stuff when do you get what I'm saying? So theology wise, I'll dump it.
Yeah, but
sound wise, I'll dig it. I can't lie. I may not agree with everything I hear. I still play the song in the car. Can't lie, it's nice. It sounds good. I'll be real. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know. It's like sweets that have a good first taste and then a bitter after taste. It's a mix.
All wrong with that. Next one, FaceTime. Dig it or dump it.
Okay. I'm gonna say dump it, but I'm gonna say dig it only if my girl FaceTimes me. Other than that, it is what it is.
I suppose that's the correct answer. Paper Bibles. Dig it or dump it.
Dig it.
Are you sure that was a very uncertain
because I kind of have to rationalize my dig it. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say dig it because a couple times now, I've been trying to read my Bible on my phone and I end up on Twitter. Speak. Trust me, you can have do not disturb on and you'll swipe down on that notification bar. Do you know what I'm saying?
That is it.
And also the physical, like, it's just easier to annotate.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I want to circle something and draw an arrow. I can't really do that on a Bible app. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I do, it means I have to screenshot it and there's no space for me to write on. Yeah. So, I'm gonna say physical. Some people like it only being on technology, and that's good. Some people only like the physical. Some people like both. I'm a bit of both. Whatever floats my boat at the time. But I'm gonna say dig it for physical still.
Cool. And then the last one, I know this might touch a bit of a nerve. Dig it or dump it. Red Bull racing.
Dump it. Hey, listen, you already knew what else you were gonna get with that one, man. Come on, man. Dump it. What the hell?
Cool. Just checking that you are consistent with what you've been saying. I know. Yeah.
Oh, you definitely been seeing my Red Bull tweets, innit? Yeah.
Just checking, it's all good. All right. I want to pivot to the rest of the year. What are we seeing from me? What can we expect?
Okay. I don't know when this episode is going to come out, but Track with Tides is dropping this year. Hey. That is the first one. When you see that announcement, it means I'm ready to go for everything else that is planned for the year.
Okay.
That track's not coming out until everything else is ready. So, got a project. That project is deep though. That it's heavy. It's hopeful, but it's heavy. I got that near the end of the year, maybe looking at autumn, maybe just about sliding into winter. Hopefully a show.
Alright.
And it's kind of crazy because I kind of make stuff a year in advance. So some of the stuff for next year is already kind of in the process of starting to be made, isn't it? I like to start my years a year in advance. So all this stuff that you're hearing that I really wrote last year, I think the intro for the project I had to write this year. Aside from that, everything else has been last year. Gonna get some visuals as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna starve you guys and just give you guys audio releases. Gonna get some visuals done as well. And yeah, I can't lie. Even outside the music, I'm on my gaming thing. Yeah, you'll see me in the F1 championships, not esports, but you know, the Twitter ones. You know, you'll see me there. You know, you'll see some gaming clips. You know, what, a little bit of GTA racing too, all of that stuff. Yeah, man. Like, I'm about this year. I'm ready. I've come out. I'm ready to come out of hibernation, did it? So yeah.
Let's go. And before we love you and leave you, let us know where we can keep up with you for your new releases.
So on Instagram, it's official _K Lewis. On Twitter, it's official _K Lewis. And then on Spotify, it's just K Lewis. I'm more active on Twitter though, innit? You'll find me there.
Cool. That's that. But thanks so much. You've kept it real. You've been real, and that's all we can ask of you. So thanks so much. It's been a pleasure to have you.
No problem, anytime.
And for us, keep up with us on at the RGS Podcast for content from this episode, from season 1, and to come. But that's that really. So take care. Good vibes. Say less. Don't stress. God bless. Peace.
You are now listening to Redefined Gospel Sounds.
Yo guys, you know what time it is. Quick fire questions segment. I'ma fire straight to K. He's gonna fire back at me from the hip, and we're gonna get going. So first question, favorite Bible verse?
1 Peter 1:15-16.
Love that. An artist that you'd like to work with?
J. Cole.
Love that. Something you'd like Christians to do better?
Believe in who God says that they are.
Hey. Hey. Your favorite song you've put out so far?
Dump It.
Cool. And if God was sitting right next to you, what would you ask him?
That's a good question. Damn, gone jammed. I can't lie, but
that requires time.
it jammed still. It's a good question. Good question.
That's why the production. Maybe we should start paying me.
I want to ask him if. I want to ask him if the multiverse is true.
Cool. All right.